this is the black
This
brand,
is the black.
right?
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
It's silver band.
This is silver band. Okay. Ooh. This is so good.
Yeah, you need,
We just put them up for the first time last Friday.
And look at the little flowers.
It helped the Marantas. They were getting burned a little bit.
They're so cute.
Really makes a difference, like with
Okay.
No, the one I
What's
had-
the name of this one?
Maurice Amy.
Maurice Amy. Okay.
Maurice Amy. No, the one I was saying we should do is the one that grows like that clump that's on the end of L7.
Damn, we should have taken a picture.
Yeah.
The begonia people would have known.
Yeah, I want to try to grow. I guess I could plant leaf cuttings, but like it's.
Well, is it
it's an overgrown 10-inch.
is it
pot
a
from, like,
cane
20
type
years.
like this, or is it
No.
a rhizominous?
It's a definitely rhizome.
Okay, so yeah, it would be leaves.
And it is 8-inch. Probably been in the same pot since before I took over the greenhouses for sure. So 2017 at the minimum.
We
If
have
not
some
before
begonia
that.
stock plants. We'll show you the thamii.
Do they actually go backwards when cut on?
I'll
So,
show you some of them.
Most plants, if you attended the advanced propagation workshop that we have at shop, plants go through maturation and rejuvenation. So when a plant is cut, unless it is taken and cut or air layered where it has enough roots that it feels stable, before it is able to root into that pot, it goes through what is known as rejuvenation, where it actually reverts and lowers its amount of maturation and goes back to a previously more juvenile state instead of being mature as it is until it can become established. So that's your answer.
There you go, Greg.
This is one of Ryan's new ones. Do you have any with flowers?
Probably.
Yeah, throw me one with flowers.
Yes.
This whole series he made, the flowers have rose scent. Let's see if they'll do it. No, it's not going to give it to me. But it's
Still so pretty.
Yeah, so that's when.
Oh, this is the zesty orange. Okay, yes. Ooh, this is it. This is it.
Ryan.
Ryan, come, please. Be with this plant. So tell me about the origins of this plant.
So this is a cross between Elsa, which is the female parent, and Lunaris, which is the male parent. So I was really going for super dark foliage with orange flowers. This one was kind of in between, but we've got about 4 or 5 more that we're thinking of releasing.
So this
yeah.
is Begonia Steve's Leaves Zesta Orange,
Zesta
created
Orange.
in-house by right here. This man right here, he did this. How cool is that? Oh my goodness.
Here's the parents.
There's the 2 parents.
Look at it. Oh, this is adorable.
Oh, look at that family photo.
Ah, so good.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Wait, and who is the one with those white?
That's Elsa.
Elsa. So
There's
pretty.
also
Wow, so
one of
pretty.
the same seed group that's Lone Star Rossi. I don't think we have any ready, but it has more pink flowers. And the story of it is that a lady in Australia had a seed pod. She gave some to Don Miller, and she took some and ended up planting them. She planted them and named them Elsa. Don named the other one Lone Star Rossi. So there's very, very minimal difference, but they're very, very close to being the same begonia.
Wow.
Same parents and everything. Same seed pod.
Literally.
Lone Star just has a little more texture, but that's really the only difference.
Yeah, by all means.
U614. It's a new species.
Did you do this?
No, it's a species.
Did you do this? That's a good question to ask. Like, you the one that found. That is amazing.
Cool, isn't it?
Okay, I really want one. That's awesome.
Okay, wait, so who is this? I missed that.
Well, you should have been paying attention.
I'm sorry. So, explain when it has a name like that, U614. What does that mean?
So it's an unidentified species.
Okay.
And sometimes they'll come back and they'll realize that it's actually not a species. It's a hybrid of sorts, or a natural hybrid.
Right.
But Don Miller, who works here, is on there's 3 people on the U committee, and they assign a U number to an unidentified species. And
Until it gets classified.
Correct.
Okay.
The botanist
Yeah, that's the place to
or
be.
Yeah.
yeah, someone identifies it as a species or names
Wow.
it, one or the other.
And then, talk to me about this guy, just because, I mean, Zach, look at this begonia.
That's
Holy
Ferox.
cow.
We've actually crossed with it too.
Wow.
Like,
Whoa,
they're not
what?
sharp.
It's from southern China.
That's just,
No, that is dope.
yeah.
So
I've never
this
seen
one-
anything like that, to be honest.
These are called boa, and it doesn't attain these until generally on Ferox. Milano Bellata is very similar
Right.
to this. They get them much younger,
Okay.
so they come out and they're already bumped up.
And they're a lot hairier than
Yeah.
the Ferox.
You get hairs on that
Wait,
one.
and
not
say
on this.
that name again. They're called what?
Bulla.
Wow.
Thank you.
So is that for like a
Look at that.
pest resistance?
Nobody knows.
Wow. Hold on. Wait. Hold this up.
We don't know if it was man-made or like
Well, no, 'cause this
natural.
is a species.
But
So,
I don't.
I mean, Mother Nature made
it's
it.
some kind of evolutionary trait. I don't think they know what it is exactly.
Wow.
That's Milano Bellata Chloronura.
Yeah. Do we have
What?
any colors?
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Oh.
And also, like,
my.
look at that new, just the fuzz
So,
and the
yeah, Milano
vibrancy
Bellata is the female.
of that.
And the cup, like
Now, do we know why the evolutionary adaptation for the hairs?
The hairs, they do. I believe it. They do think that it is some kind of.
It's to retain moisture,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Okay.
I mean that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Stunning, stunning.
And then that one's Milano Fly right behind you. There's a bunch of them.
I have one that looks
And the underside. All of these. Bulle, am I saying it right? Bulla. Bulla. Love it. See, I really, really appreciate this because some days I feel like I know a lot about plants, but begonias, I admit, I'm not really that strong in. So I love this.
Well, we're lucky we have Dawn.
Yeah.
Dawn teaches us a lot, and we have the Fort Worth Botanic Gardens, who has the largest begonia collection in the entire country.
Wow.
Yeah. That's SIBO. Yeah.
Stop! Wow. It's like
It's even got a Peru growing on it.
it's like what, like cotton candy, where it just keeps
Yeah.
getting bigger and bigger and
Yeah.
bigger, and so it's growing. It's happy. I mean, look at
So there's no soil been added to that.
look at that.
It started with
It's
soil, but it's
fully
gone.
fenestrated.
It's those fireworks where you launch it and a worm falls out.
And this, everyone,
That's why you don't.
when the customers say, "Oh, my plant was root bound," whatever, like, no, your plant can be super happy and still be root bound. Case and point. That is crazy. I love it.
You just think I've watered more often.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
it.
Wow. Oh, and look at this one. Cebu Blue. That's awesome.
Tornadoes near here?
Oh.
Do you have tornado sirens out here?
Oh yeah, right. We have a huge water tower in the back, so it goes off every Wednesday as a test or whatever. So you have to like check the weather to make sure.
Is it real or
Yeah,
wow?
is it real?
Am I
It's a
actually in
Wednesday at
danger?
1 o'clock.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's
Wow.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Is it a piper?
Pink veined.
Wow.
There's not a name on it. They're just calling it like pink species.
And look at the growth sugars. So good. That's awesome.
Yeah, I had to pause. I was helping in the greenhouse the other day, and I had to pause helping them because I just wanted to get a double check that was healthy.
Yeah.
Yes, growth sugars are
Yes,
super
yes.
super good. Super good.
This is, oh my goodness.
All right, so this is Synapses, what they're calling Haas.
Yeah,
Right.
green form. It is the slowest thing ever to root in, more
Okay.
than any other Scindapsus. We put some, I think the 1st of December, and they just now have roots on.
Wow.
And
That's
that
about my
was with
silver.
rooting hormone.
Silver Hero is not much faster than that. I mean, it's not that slow, but it's not.
That's the juvenile form of it. Whenever it gets, this has all been growing up something, we'll take cuttings off, but it's dark like this in the juvenile form, where it starts growing up.
Ah, okay.
Interesting.
And so now, have you tried? I mean, that one is on somewhat of a board. But
Yeah.
have you tried having them shingle and see if that?
I
affects
haven't, not,
growth?
not once I've cut them.
Okay.
We've been doing some experiments, so this next cut we'll probably do some different stuff.
Okay.
That's tricolor.
Yeah, that is beautiful. What the? But this will get leaves similar size to Exotica, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Just
And
this
it
color.
retains those colors?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's an Exotica with green, and it's not algae. It's actually
That is-
green.
My Scindapsus game is slacking. And that's not on you. That's my.
Oh, I know it's not on me.
That's tattoo.
Okay.
I haven't heard that one.
And who is that an Anetocylus? right there, or is it Ludicea? Yeah.
It had Ludicea tags in it,
Huh.
but I don't think it is.
Okay.
They were a gift. They were like a freebie plant from our old ops manager. He got them like in with something, and I don't think they were ever named.
Wow.
So it was one of those that I don't think that's what it is. But
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what form it. I would say a Netochilus, but I don't know what form or anything. That is stunning.
Right.
That gold is incredible. Look at this rugosum. So Philodendron rugosum gets its name because it is rugose in texture, which is rough. And so, can you get close? Can we get Mike on this?
Scratching his plants, Brett.
It's okay. Hey, I'm not gonna damage his plants. I'm not gonna come into his house and mess up his plants.
You break it, you buy it.
But that is so cool. So cool. What the?
So these,
Just reading some of these tags is like, oh my goodness, I want to see what these plants look like. This is what I was
shouldn't
reading.
happen, man.
these are polystickdom.
Okay, so you're selfing it. You're putting.
Yeah.
Now, is it two inflows at the same time from two different plants on the same plant, or are you
We'll
storing
show you when we
pollen?
get up to the
Or
On the
Anthurium,
polys, I've got 6 stock plants over there, and they just flower like crazy.
Okay.
But
Yeah, so
when you're recently into anthuriums, you have to try everything.
you have to. Yeah, of
Only
course.
made 6 seeds. Where are you?
There's one.
Yeah. There,
Two.
right here.
Yep.
It's up.
So this is Anthurium polystichum crossed with Anthurium veitchii. So they are in two different sections of Anthurium. So hypothetically speaking, they shouldn't be able to cross. Like these plants shouldn't exist. But as I preach in all of my workshops, in everything I do, plants are adaptable and life finds a way. And they wanted it bad enough, so it happened. So that is crazy because you'll have to show us the mature plants.
Yeah.
But polystichum has basically a digitate-shaped leaf, which is like this. And veitchii is long and narrow. So thinking of what you put this shape with that shape will end up creating is like no idea. So that's so cool.
What's cool about doing it here is Ryan's relatively new to Anthurium, so he's going to try. He's been trying everything, because why not? You have
Exactly.
Followers, so why not?
Why not?
Why go,
That's why you got no
nothing to
sleep
tell
last
you no.
night.
One of my like horticultural heroes, Larry Ann Garner, who created Alocasia Imperial Red, Alocasia Regal Shields, all this thing. She always says, if you don't think it'll work, try the cross. Do the cross. Exactly. Wow, so good. Is
That's
it cute?
Let's see, I've got it on my, yeah. More for,
Oh, I'm out.
too many letters?
Yeah.
Porphyrophyllum. That was new to me. Pipers are incredible. And they're so variable. Pipers have so many
Yeah, it's
different
got
shapes
the
and
new
everything.
leaf. So pretty.
Look at that though, the speckle. Oh my good. Sorry.
No.
Great plants. You guys made it really hard for Brett yesterday. Was like, hey, what plants are we gonna take to Steve's leaves? And I was like, here's the problem. I think like half the ones I think are really cool are from them.
Okay, let me preface. He said it was hard, but then I went into my personal collection and I knew that I had some plants you guys didn't have. So you got some, you got some conservatory collection pieces. So okay, so all of these Anthurium seedlings that you see here come from mature stock Anthuriums that Ryan says are on a table just over here.
The only
I
begonia
wanna
Ryan
come
brought
back
back from Florida. The only one he was able to find during
Oh,
his
from that
whole
entire trip.
trip.
Really?
It was,
And it's an
unidentified species.
unknown species.
So what
It,
number's
has, it
next?
doesn't even have one yet.
He
It's
assigned it.
Can you disclose where you found it?
Perfect choice.
Really?
Edgar. He had benches of them.
Yeah.
I was like, where did you get them? And
yeah, it's got a weird begonia texture.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
a weird leaf.
Is it a pilea?
No, it's a
No,
begonia.
Yeah, so then it's
Yeah.
like exactly if he had it, where did he get it? And now
Right.
now you have to like follow the ladder like back to the origin
Right, and
story
that's
of
what
this begonia.
Don's been researching since they got
Right.
back and they haven't found anything on it.
It's crazy
So-
to
Wow.
also think that like even now in 2022 more than pandemic may have paused it for a half second a little bit, but like the person who actually may know that name may not speak English at all.
Right.
Mhm.
Like at this
Yeah.
point it may be somebody we would most likely never stand a chance
Yeah.
to ever
Right.
know the story or the person.
For sure. And Don knows a lot of stories. So,
Right.
like this begonia right here with that looks sort of Hoya-like.
Is it Herbaceae?
Herbaceae was named incorrectly for many, many, many years. And
So Herbaceae is the correct name?
correct.
This
Okay.
is cool.
Yeah, lanceolata is what we had it called,
Oh.
but we have that now, so we know.
Well,
Well, Don did research, and he found an old book, and I don't know, it was a whole beautiful story that
Yeah.
I'm butchering, but
No,
you
that's
know,
awesome.
We had it named. They had it named wrong down at the Botanic Gardens, and
I
just
mean,
through
unfortunately,
research-
that's a lot
Mhm.
of the time is, you know, the signs are only as good as the person who makes the labels,
Right.
you know,
For
so.
sure.
And for all the crap that TC people get from mislabeling stuff,
Mhm.
a lot of time they are also relying on
They're
Google.
selling it as
Right.
what they
Either-
got it
either
as,
Google.
yeah.
Google
Yeah.
or or somebody
Or the
in-
name from a
the
grower who is like,
translation
yeah, exactly.
translation to English doesn't make sense.
Yes, please. This
Yeah,
pink
it's
princess of begonias.
right?
Tell me about
it's actually,
this.
It's taconite.
It,
Begonia
taco
taconite,
night? Uh-huh.
which,
Tuesdays.
well, I'm saying it wrong. How are you supposed to say it?
Taconite.
Taconite.
Okay.
But it's spelled taco
Right.
night. That put off some variegation for us.
Wow.
we can't-
From seed?
No, here's just a plant.
Sport.
Yeah, we have quite a few of them actually that sport here.
There's Pavonina.
Pavonina's
got-
in here.
Cathayana.
This one,
Wow.
That's the Milana Bellata Clurinera variegated.
Metallica.
And once you find that one that's a little bit different, you
Right.
Yep.
And then
grab that one, put that one aside.
we have Pavoninas that have done it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then this is that
It's
Harmony Stormy
interesting-
Sunset. What
Passing storm.
passing storm that Harmony Stormy Sunset is sport off of
Hmm.
over at Harmony's
Yep.
greenhouse. So this is the
Wow.
parent of the sport.
Interesting.
That's now
It's the Texas Jose. It's the yellow variegated.
That is very nice.
What?
That is
It's completely stable in the yellow.
Yeah.
So, when did you guys come and visit?
September?
Right, because it was the Aeroid show,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so in September, Ryan and Brian of Wild Roots came down, and so we sent them back with Gabby and a Rio, and look at the babies
it's happy right now.
growing on. And then, okay, talk to me about what this bizarre Dr. Seuss looking plant is right here.
This is the one we posted the other day. This is Peperomia, not to cheat on it,
Yeah.
Vestida variety Lindii.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think, how long have we had this for, what, a couple of years, guys?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think when we got it. Oh, well.
Yeah, there's
19,
probably a date on that
2019.
tag.
Y'all know Sid R?
Mm-hmm.
It's from Sid.
Really?
Yeah. He used to volunteer here.
Interesting. I love it. I love how the plant community is all connected like this. I love it. I love it. Wow, this
Yeah,
is
it's
so
a lot of-
interesting.
He was actually the one when Ryan
And you can
started
grow it
here,
from leaf too.
Sid came in
I haven't tried most of these they'll grow seed, but they're never viable. Yeah.
So cool. Yeah, that is bizarre. Look at the strawberry shake. And this, I like when it does this. Oh, that color. Stunning. That like triangular leaf. So good. So good.
What's the target?
I had the puniest little looking ghost the other day, and I was like, oh, Zach, you have to take a picture of it. Like, look at this mature ghost. The shape. That is so good.
Steve would not agree with
Ah, so good.
My dad.
Hoya spardioides.
I agree. And if we
So this is actually a leafless Hoya. So this Hoya is native to Borneo. And these actually aren't leaves, these are peduncles, which are the stalks that the flowers then form from. And so that's why many people will say, oh wow, this Hoya blooms from the end of the leaf, because it's not actually a leaf, it's actually a peduncle, and they're just blooming from really long peduncles. And so, as Hoyas do, they will continuously bloom from that same peduncle, and then it'll build and build and build. So you can see here how it's kind of built up that callus, and it's just each layer of blooms will slowly stack on. So super weirdo, bizarre Hoya, love it.
10 times.
Peduncle, 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 nope.